ashver.com.
Hello and welcome to ashver.com. You are watching an interesting and informative video on how to correct your foot and toes alignment and placement in standing posture and walking.
Please read the disclaimer carefully.
Building up a good posture is akin to building a tower of building blocks. You must start at the base, your feet, the foundation of your body. Correct foot and toes alignment and placement in standing and walking give optimum balance, strength and endurance. Designed with their natural cushioning and bouncing mechanism, your feet can help you build a posture that can carry you most efficiently against the constant downward pulling force of gravity throughout a challenging lifetime. Both the fitness and shoe industry try to convince us that feet need to be strapped in the latest, most expensive and the most advanced technologically cushioned trainers. But do we really need them, or could they weaken up the feet in posture? Feet are the most important part of posture since they carry the rest of the body. Take your shoes off and stand on the floor with bare feet. Now try to spread your toes as far out as possible. Make them look like duck's feet. Now look at the footprint to see how you use, or misuse, your feet. Stand with your feet parallel and look down at your feet. Which picture do they resemble? I see joggers jogging their ankles into the ground because they don't realize that they have fallen arches, flat feet. Then they complain about pain in their knees and may, later on in life, need hip replacement operations. Let us have a look at the structure of your foot to better understand why people suffer unnecessarily. Even if you have chosen picture 2 as resembling your footprint, look at the toe alignment move below for maintenance, and to prevent future problems. Toe alignment. The main body of your foot is, like your hands, made up of fan-shaped bones spreading out towards your toes. Your toes should be aligned as a continuation of these fan-shaped bones. Not many feet are shaped like this because we wear ill-fitting, mass-manufactured shoes. But that's another hub, all about shoes, bunions, hammer toes and all sorts of foot problems shoes can cause. Find the link at the bottom. Brain training. In its memory bank to cope with a new task. Say, for example, you decided that you wanted to learn to write all over again, but this time with the left hand. That is, if you are right-handed, the task would be much easier to you, already an accomplished writer, than to a child who is learning to formulate the shapes of the letters from scratch. So not only are you now beginning to improve your feet, your stance, balance and posture, but, by learning new moves for the more dormant parts of your body, you are developing new brain cells all at the same time. Is that enough incentive? Now let us realign the big toe. The funny thing is that when people make an effort to spread their toes, they often open the palms and spread the fingers as well. This is because the brain is more familiar with sending messages to the hands than to the feet. When the toes are asked to spread, they follow a movement pattern the brain already knows from when it sends messages to the fingers to spread. It is as if the fingers are trying to teach the toes how to do the job. The brain is such a clever organ, pardon the cliché, that it will use whatever information is already. 1. Place the right foot on the ball of the foot so that it is turned in, with the big toe pointing inwards. 2. While keeping the big toe firmly in place, you might need to use your hands to keep him there. Bring the heel inwards and down onto the floor until the foot is parallel as on the last picture. Now the foot is correctly aligned for most efficient weight bearing. 3. Keeping the toes spread and the heel on the floor, bend your knee slightly while aligning the kneecap centrally above the third toe. 4. Now slowly straighten the knee. You should feel a lifting of the longitudinal arch, the inside of the sole, and a lot of strength coming into the outside of your ankle and shin. 5. Repeat from number 1 above 2 or 3 times with the same foot until you can feel it working. Aim to keep the toes fanned out, 6. Shake the foot loose as if throwing off a large boot. 7. Repeat with both feet. 1. Hold on to something and stand on the ball of your feet, turned in, with your big toes close together. 2. Slowly bring the heels together and down onto the floor while keeping the tips of your big toes in place. 3. Now bend the knees while aligning them centrally over the feet. 4. Straighten the knees. You should feel a lifting of the arches and a lot of strength coming into the ankles and the sides of your shins. 5. Repeat from number 1 2 or 3 times and shake loose. Next, let us take a look at the bottom of your feet. Both feet. 1. Hold on to something and stand on the ball of your feet, turned in, with your big toes close together. 2. Slowly bring the heels together and down onto the floor while keeping the tips of your big toes in place. 3. Now bend the knees while aligning them centrally over the feet. 4. Straighten the knees. You should feel a lifting of the arches and a lot of strength coming into the ankles and the sides of your shins. 5. Repeat from number 1 2 or 3 times and shake loose. Next, let us take a look at the bottom of your feet, the sole of the foot. Just like a kitten's paw, the sole of your foot has pads for shock absorption. There is one large pad under the heel. 2 pads form the ball of the foot, and you have a pad under each toe. The areas that don't touch the ground form the feet's arches. How can you restore the arches? Arch lift. In all the previous exercises for foot and toes alignment, we made sure that the kneecap was centered above the middle toe when bending the leg in standing, for example when you go up and down the stairs. Now practice the arch lift as shown here to strengthen the cross arch. Try to pick things up with your feet to develop the right muscles for restoring and maintaining both the long arch and the cross arch. How often? Multitasking. There are numerous situations when you can fill time by training your body while doing something else or simply to fill up boring waiting time. Once you understand and have become familiar with the exercises above, rather than setting aside valuable time especially to exercise, you can perform any of the above moves every time you take your shoes and socks off, or when you are waiting for the kettle to boil, or while you are brushing your teeth, or while waiting for something to download on your computer, or even in the shower. In this way, what you learn here can become automatically incorporated into your daily habit. Be well grounded, don't be a pushover. What we learned here is that correct foot and toes alignment and placement in standing and walking are crucial to good posture. As you continue doing the above exercises as part of your daily dressing, grooming and multitasking routines, you will soon discover that your feet will gain in mobility and strength. You will become more grounded, confident, and gain much improved posture and balance. What has confidence to do with your feet? Well, in body language, someone who is well grounded with a decent posture and feet they can walk on comfortably literally stands her ground and is not so easily pushed over. Confidence invites respect. Have fun with a pair of comfy toes foot alignment socks which will help you spread the toes back to their intended alignment. Thank you for watching this interesting and informative video. This channel offers motivational, inspirational, valuable and informative videos to soothe, cleanse and inspire your health, mind, body and spirit. You can find a lot of interesting videos on wide range of topics here. Stay tuned and keep watching.